called Nigeria. I only have one room to live. I only have one side of the bed to sleep. So the country is good. It's good for all of us. So we must speak truth. All of us cannot be coerced and be compromised to keep clapping hands for what is bad. So that's why we keep speaking truth to power. Now, the guys that owns the trailer, the truck, the big guys, they ensure that the rail system doesn't work. What stopped the presidency or the federal government from calling these big boys together, call them on the round figure table and say, fantastic big boys, I know the trailer business is being affected because of the rail system. But you know that the rail system is going to ensure that even the poor masses enjoy the transportation system. And the movement of goods from one place to the other, everybody will benefit easily. And if I do that effectively, your business will be affected. Guys, can you stop importation of your truck henceforth and invest in track, in railway,
maintenance and everything.
You understand?
The structures.
You understand? Railway sectors. I will give you, invest in coaches. Instead of buying trucks, why not buy coaches? Discuss with this guy. Let's do the PPP, public-private partnership. Invest in the train system. And we ensure that it works out, 60-40 or 50-50 or 70-30. Discuss with this guy and see that whether the rail system will not work. When you leave that sector, go to possibly the power sector. Tell guys, let's stop importation of generators. I know you guys have invested so much in the generator sector. Fine. We have the distribution in the electric power sector. We have the power generation. We have the power distribution and a whole lot of others. What do we do? How much have you invested in your generator? Can you bring that money to the power sectors? Let's work together.
But do you think this is not ongoing? Do you think
it's not workable? We are just doing theories in this country. We need practical, workable manifesto. Practical, workable manifesto. That's what we keep saying. We don't want theories. That's what most of these guys. I want to see what they want to campaign with in 2023 election.
We'll get to that later, definitely.
That's what they will campaign with.
Back to the question, education. Yes.
There is nothing wrong in privatizing the educational sector. Privatize it and ensure if it's 60-40, if you give them juicy offer, they will do it. The education sector will work. Call all the private school owners. They're fantastic. I know you have private schools. Let's share it. How many private? Okay, let's do 36 states of Nigeria. Who are the biggest private school owners in each of the states? You call them. Possibly, let's take government facilitating. Now, let's take FCD for Kogi, for example. Kogi State Governor, you know the biggest private school owners in Kogi. Call those big private school owners. Okay, fine. You have the biggest private school. Now, these are the number of government schools I have in my state. Now, I'll give you 10. I'll share it for all of you. 60-40. Let the school be managed by you. Do you think that school will not revive?
So, because
I know I have a stake in it.
But if the government moves towards this direction, don't you think government has failed in giving us the best?
They have not failed. They are only trying to ensure that they give the best to the people. We are all stakeholders. If you involve me in a project, I am a stakeholder in the project. I will ensure the project succeeds. If you want to catch criminals in your environment, you want to make sure there's security in your environment, look for the criminals in the environment and make them your vigilante boys.
And you get a result.
You get a result.
Glad to know you're still with us right here on Bright Television, home of talk and entertainment. I see I have my guest in the studio with me, Andrew Enathuman. Thank you so much as a political analyst and, of course, a concerned Nigerian. Thank you once again for being part of the conversation. Well, barely a week after the incident of the killing of a Catholic priest in Edo State, Reverend Father Christopher Odia of St. Michael Catholic Church in Edo State, another incident has been reported by the Nigerian police. Gunmen abducted two Catholic priests in Edo State along Benin Auchi Expressway. The report says on Saturday night, these Catholic priests were adopted around that region, and they are Reverend Father Udo Peter of St. Patrick Catholic Church in Edo State and Reverend Father Obio of St. Joseph Reset Center in Edo State. Well, insecurity is one of our major concerns on our program, of course, in Nigeria. And the Nigerians are clamoring, shouting that enough is enough. We must get it right. And my guest will be looking at that with me on the program. Well, this case of kidnapping, killings in our country is becoming worrisome. How did we get here? What's your analysis of the security situation in our country?
You see, we are in a country where, aside the country being divided because of political and religious line, and in student unionism days, we call it divide and rule games, which the Senate always played for us, in the FCG. Same thing the government is doing now. They always cause divide and rule among the people. But it's just very unfortunate that some certain religions are just being pushed to the extreme, which I think the government should really look into. It's really not encouraging, it's not a good thing that Catholic priests are being kidnapped on a daily basis. You and I know that the Christian religion is a very peaceful religion. Same thing goes to the Muslim religion. I don't think the government should allow this. I think the government should look into it. The government should do everything possible to ensure that no Christians are being killed, to ensure that no Christians are being mined. Same thing with our Muslim brothers. Because we are one brother, we are one household in this country. I see no reason why we should be killing each other. If the leaders of this country want to set us against ourselves, we should tell them no. And the security forces should do so much, should do more work. They are, as far as I even feel the security forces are being compromised. They are not doing enough. They are not doing enough. They should recruit more qualified personnel. They should recruit personnel across board. Let there be neighborhood watch. You can't bring somebody who is from Zamfara, who doesn't know my territory in Edo to come and be my security watch. Let the state government recruit their own state neighborhood watch and equip them and give them licensed gun. Look at the Amotekun. That have a little bit reduced insecurity in the southwest. For a long time we've agitated that let every region have security of their own so that they can protect their own people. Because it's the responsibility of the government to protect life and property. So if you as a sitting governor, your people are being killed on a daily basis, you are feeling helpless, then you're not qualified to be a sitting governor. You're not qualified to be a leader of the state. Provide security for your people. Every governor should take it upon themselves that the life and security of my people is in my hands. After God, the governor of the state is the next person of the state, is the God of the people of that state.